So you want to record a podcast, but you have no idea where to start. You don't know what equipment you need to buy or what software you need to have in order to record it. I've been recording podcasts for the last 5 years, and it's not as hard as you think it is to get started. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips that are going to help you not only to start recording your podcast, but to help you make a high quality podcast. And most of the equipment you already have. Let's jump right into it. The first tip is to simply use your phone. Most phones have a built-in voice recorder. For the iPhone, it's the voice memo, where you can just pull up the app and you can simply record. With that being said, the best microphone that you have, if you don't have anything else, is the built-in microphone on your phone. So the built-in voice recorder with the built-in microphone is a great way to get started. You can turn the mic towards your mouth and boom, there you go. You started recording a podcast. This is an easy way to simply get started. And that's one thing I want to encourage you to do, is just to get started. And yeah, I know that there are better sounding mics, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but this is simply a good way for you to get started if you don't have anything but your phone. Most of you watching this video, you have a pretty nice phone. This is an iPhone, I think 14, and the sound quality is not bad if I don't have anything. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? This is a great way for you to just get started, simply record and get your stuff out there so that you can get some reps in creating content. Which moves us to our next tip, is I want to encourage you to upgrade your microphone as quickly as possible. If you are serious about podcasting, then one thing that you're going to need is a good microphone. I do have a couple of entry-level type microphones that are pretty easy to use. One of the first ones I have right here is the Samsung Q2U. Another suggestion would be the Rode NT USB Mini right here. Another one I would suggest is the Rode Pod mic as well. The first two are USB microphones that can plug straight into your phone. The last one is an XLR microphone that makes it a little bit harder to connect it to your phone. I would actually suggest that you connect it to your computer. I actually have a video where I compare all 3 of these microphones. I do a sound check and quality check for all of them. And so you can check out that video. The link will be down in the description. The next tip I would suggest is moving to recording on your computer. You can still use the built-in recorder app, but what this does, it opens up more opportunity for you to use a little bit better of microphones and higher quality, because we can start to dive into like the XLR microphones where you need an interface and different things like that. And so like with the pod mic right here, it's a great microphone, but there's like, unless you get the USB version, there's no way that you can connect this to your phone and it actually work, because you have to have certain types of power or whatever. So the Rode Pod mic, it's easier to use when you're using it on your computer because you're going to have to use something like the Focusrite Scarlett audio interface, where you're going to plug in the XLR to the audio interface and actually plug that up to your computer. It gives you a little bit more freedom, and depending on what kind of apps and stuff you're using, it gives you a little bit more control over the quality of what you're looking for when you're recording on your podcast. But simply recording your podcast is really not good enough. What good is it if it's just stuck on your phone or stuck on a hard drive or stuck on your computer? It does nobody any good. If you want to know how to get your podcast on platforms like Spotify and iTunes and other platforms, you can click this video right here and I'll give you some tips on how to make that happen. We'll see you in the next one.